परंपरा पशुपते आकारिणी राजते सत्यं विधातुं निजभृत्य भाषितं व्याप्तिं च भूतेषु अखिलेषु चात्मनः अदृश्यत अत्यद्भुतरूपमुद्वहन् तं भेसभायां न मृगं न मानुषं नरसिंह न मृगं न मानुषं. My humble obeisance to the Lord of Vrindavan and Guruvayur, Shri Krishna, to the Lord of Ayodhya, Sri Rama, to Ma Lakshmi, Ma Saraswati and Ma Sita, to Mahadeva and Ma Kali, to Siddhi Vinayakji Maharaj and Subramanya Swami, to the exemplary devotee Shri Hanumanji, and to all the devotees of the Lord who are listening to the Ramayana. By the grace of the Lord, we start with the traditional prayer of the Ramayana. Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Arukhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikir Munisimhasya Kavita Vanacharinaha Shrinvan Ramakathanadam Konayati Parangatim Yappivan Satatam Rama Charitamrita Sagaram Atriptastam munim vande prachetasamakal. When Sri Valmiki sings the glory of Sri Rama, he is melodious, mellifluous, sonorous, like the cuckoo itself. When he talks about dharma, he's roaring like a lion. People say that an ascetic should be satisfied. But here is a dissatisfied ascetic called Valmiki. The more he sings the glory of the Lord, the less satisfied he is. What about Hanumanji? He crossed the ocean as if it was a puddle, small little piece of land which he had to claw with a little bit of water there. And that had been formed by the hoofs of a small calf. Goshpadi Kritavarashim. And he goes over to Lanka and smashes the Rakshasas. Mashaki Krita Rakshasam. There's a very long necklace called the Ramayana, and the central pendant is Hanumanji. Ramayana Mahamala Ratnam Vande Anilatmajam. He crossed the ocean and he set fire to Lanka. What was the fire? It was the heart of Mother Sita burning with separation from Sri Rama. Ullangya Sindho Salilam Salilam Yashokavanhim Janakatmajayah Adaya Tenaiva Dadaha Lankam Namamitam Pranjalit Anjaneyam. The greatness of the great humble preacher called Hanumanji is wherever there is a Ramakatha, he is sitting there. Yatra yatra. How should you listen to Ramakatha? You may know the whole of Ramayana by heart, but you should have humility when you're listening. Yatra yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Kritamastakhanjalim. Folding your hands and bowing down your head. Bashpavari. The other day I was saying, when does your heart melt? When your ego has melted. Only then it will melt. And only then you will cry. Otherwise you think, oh, somebody is watching me. I can't cry in public. Yatra yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Kritamastakhanjalim Bashpavari Paripurna Lochanam Marutim Namata Rakshasantakam. When the Vedas came down, when the Lord came down as Sri Rama, the Vedas came down as the Ramayana. Veda Vedhi Pare Pumsi Jati Dasharathatmaje Veda Prachetasat Asit Sakshat Ramayanatmana. Here is Lord Rama standing before you. Think of his divine transcendental loveliness. Sri Raghavam Dasharathatmajam Apramayam Sitapatim Raghukulanvaya Ratnadipam Ajanubahum Aravinda Dalayataksham Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami. My dear listeners, Thank you for coming back to the satsang. It's a very holy day, Sri Ramanavami. During the Katha of Sri Krishna, I have told you that Ashtami and Navami are generally days which are objected to by the astrologers. It's not good to do things on Ashtami Navami. But then Sri Krishna came on the Ashtami day. Sri Rama came on the Navami day. For many, many years, I've been doing that. And today I asked myself, just half an hour back, I said, what do I speak about the Ramayana today? It's 24,000 verses. It's like trying to gather an ocean in a small bowl. I can't do it. I'm incapable of it. Then I asked the Lord, give me one sutra, Master. Give me a sutra. And the sutra he gave, I'll tell you after 5 minutes, after the initial song. So you have to wait. Suspense. Please wait. My dear listeners, long back, almost 30 years back, we have a devotee of Murari Bapuji, the famous exponent of Tulsi Krit Ramayana in the north. He is from Gujarat. All of you know him. His Shishya, Mrs. Sumitra Modi, one day asked me, you get songs only on Krishna? I said, nothing like that. There's no ban on Rama. Ask for a song, I said. And she asked. The next morning, I got this song. And at that time, I was staying at JK Guest House in Alipur, Calcutta, long, long ago. All of you know the song. शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी जो उसे सुने और सुनाए रघुवर को वो खूब ही भाए आंख में भर आए पानी आंख में भर आए पानी शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी पत्थर भई शाप के कारण मुनि पत्नी बिचारी पत्थर भई शाप के कारण मुनि पत्नी बिचारी राम चरण रज जब छुए पाए राम चरण रज जब छुए पाए अपना रूप वो नारी पाए अपना रूप वो नारी सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम बोलो सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय 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 राम शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी कपि सुग्रीव की बात बताए हनुमन रघुवर को मन भाए रामानुज लक्ष्मण रामानुज कपिराज दिलाए जनक सुता थी पानी जनक सुता थी पानी सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम बोले सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय 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 राम शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी लंकेश्वर के अनुज जो आए विभीषण लंकेश्वर के अनुज जो आए शरणागति व्रत राम बताए कृष्ण प्रेम कुंती सुत जाने, कृष्ण प्रेम कुंती सुत जाने, प्रभु की रीत पुरानी, प्रभु की रीत पुरानी। सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम, बोलो सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम। जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम, जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम। शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी, शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी। जो उसे सुने और सुनाए, रघुवर को वो खूब ही भाए, आंख में भरे आए पानी, आंख में भरे आए पानी, शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी, शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी। जय श्री राम, जय जय श्री राम, जय जय श्री राम, जय जय श्री राम। Now I must break the suspense for you. I asked the Lord, what do I speak on? I need a sutra. I can always tell you there was a man called Dasharatha, and he had 3 wives mainly, and then he had 4 sons. All this, all of you know. I said, Krishna, Rama, give me the solution and look at the Lord's will. He said, this is the sutra for the day. The Ramayana contains human problems with superhuman solutions. I was struck because it was not from me, it was from above or within, whichever preposition you like. It was from above or from within. It has human problems and superhuman solutions. And that is where the Lord comes in. आपने अवतार लिया प्रभु, आपने अवतार लिया, जब जब पाप बढ़ता गया और पुण्य यूं ही घटता गया, परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. The Lord comes only when there is an upsurge of adharma and slow decline of dharma. I was thinking, look at the Lord's will. He has to come in an ideal way. Just a few minutes on the opening lines. I always remember teaching Shakespeare to my college students. The opening scenes of Shakespeare are very important. And he always compares them to the opening notes of a violinist. If you go for a kacheri, the first note of the violinist will tell you whether he's a novice or an expert. That is how the opening scenes are important. My dear listeners, the opening words of the Ramayana are very significant. Why? Because they describe the Lord. On Ram Navami, we are thankful in spite of the pandemic. We have the Zoom. Clap for technology, which brings us together. Otherwise, I'd be sitting alone in my ashram and you'd be sitting alone in your home, and maximum you'll say Jai Sri Ram on the phone. That's all. No, the Lord wanted a live program on the Ramayana. That itself shows it is His will. He wanted it. You understand? He wanted it. I've told you earlier, there are 3 commandments in the Bhagavad Gita. Yajna, Dana, Tapa, Karma, Natyajyam, Karyameva hi tat. All of us have to keep these 3 commandments in mind every day. We have to do yajna. Yajna means thank God for what you have got. It can be through the havan, it can be through thank you, it can be through stotra, it can be through mantra, whichever way. Second, dan. Something we have to give. As you plan your budget, dan is a plan of part of the budget. Please remember that. Will you remember this? You will never have any medical expenses. You will never have wastage of money. You will never have anybody stealing your purse. If you keep some, it may be things, it may be clothes, it may be money, it may be good words, whatever it is, but give something. Third is tapa. Control, my dear listeners, control. We have to control ourselves. The mind is naturally going berserk. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna, said Arjuna, and the Lord said, Asamshayam Mahabaho. O mighty armed one, you can control your enemies, but you can't control your mind without my Bhagavad Gita. My Bhagavad Gita is the only tool which will give you the capacity and the impetus to control your mind. That is tapa. Tapa is controlling the mind. That is all. Not flying to Himalayas. No. Not going to a cave. No. Not merely having a long beard. No. Following dharma. Following control. That is called tapa. When two great men met, my father was a very learned man and sometimes very pessimistic because he was too learned. He would say, fools meet wise people. Usually wise people don't meet wise people. I said, Appa, don't be so pessimistic. Two great men met. He said, that was in the Treta Yuga, not now. Who were the two men? One was Narada and one was Valmiki. They met each other. Tapasvadhyayiniratam. Fold your hands. Tapasvadhyayiniratam. Tapasviva vidamvaram. Naradam parivapracha. Valmikir munipungavam. There's a quest for knowledge. There's a quest to know the Lord. That wo pyas honi chahiye. You need to have a thirst to know the divine. We have thirst for everything else, not this divine thirst. This divine thirst is there only in the mystic, and that mystic is called Valmiki. Please tell us, sir, who are they? Tapasvadhyayiniratam, tapasvi vagvidamvaram. One is highly ascetic, fully self-control, and the other is also ascetic. He is also desirous. One is desirous to know, and one is capable of telling. You should ask a man who knows. What is the use of asking a man who doesn't know? What is the use of asking a man who cannot communicate? You know, Bhagvidam Varam. And Naradji is the best among speakers. Please tell us, sir. I want to know. I want to know somebody who is ideal. This quest for excellence is a very old one in India. Management schools have started it recently. Excellence, leadership, all these are new words for us. It's as old as the Himalayas in India. Honvasmin sampratam loke gunavan kascha viryavan dharmajnascha kritajnascha satyavakyo dridavratah. 1 minute to give you an echo of my master's voice. Konvasmin sampratam loke gunavan kascha viryavan dharmajnascha kritajnascha satyavakyo dridavratah charitrena chako yuktah sarvabhuteshu kohitah vidvan kah kasamarthascha kaschaihi kapriyadarshanaha. Naturally, you learn Sanskrit. If somebody pronounces so clearly, so slowly, and so emphatically, anybody will learn Sanskrit. That's how we learned. We learned Sanskrit before we learned Sanskrit. You understand the paradox? We didn't know the language, but we knew the shlokas. I used to come back home and say, Tapas Vadhyaya Niratam. Tapas, my father said, where did you learn it? In the Katha Appa. 3 times he repeated this shloka. So I learned it. We want a man who is Gunavan, who is Viryavan, who is Dharmajna, who is grateful, Kritagnya, who is truthful, Satyavakya, Dridavrata, who has taken a vow and he'll keep it, who's got character, Charitrena Chako Yukta. I am not praising a person, I'm praising an individual's character. Whatever the opposition may think about Narendra Modi, they can't find one instance where he took a bribe. Clap. You understand? Charitrena chako yuktaha. They may not like his politics, they may not like his GST, they may not like his reforms, so-called reforms and bills. It does not matter. Nobody can say he's a bad man. You understand? Charitrena chako yuktaha, sarvabhuteshu ko hitaha. We want one who loves everybody. Vidwan kaha, and a learned man, and a capable man, and a man with a pleasant look. I tell my people, whenever I meet them, our face we can't choose. Maybe you can have plastic surgery and change your face. But the face that was given by the Lord, we cannot choose anything. But we can choose our expression. How would you like if I came to the Katha like this? You'll say, Amma, please smile. Purposely, when I used to enter the classroom, when I was a teacher, I used to get angry purposely, just for fun. They'll say, ma'am, smile, ma'am, smile, ma'am, smile. And I knew they were bribing me, with flattery. So smile changes everything. And the smile doesn't cost you anything, my dear listeners. Paisa nahi lagta hasne mein. Please smile and make it a pleasant atmosphere. Atmavan ko, he is one who controls himself. Chitakrodha, above all, you must know how to control your temper, which means temper is there. Clap for Hinduism. Hinduism does not say there is no temper, but you have to control your temper. If somebody calls me a fool, naturally I'll get angry, but I can't go and hit him. Like my learned father used to say, I think I'm a learned man, mister. What makes you call me a fool? This is the way he used to talk. I said, Appa, you're the limit. How can you be so quiet? He said, no, Jita Krodha. And Dyutiman, somebody who has radiance, Anasuyakaha, he doesn't find fault with anybody. Katsya bibhyati devascha jata roshasya samyuge. At the same time, please remember, you can lose your temper on principle, but not as passion. Children don't want to sit for the online class. You are not getting a holiday this time. You understand? You're not getting your weekend ice cream. You understand? You and I are no more friends. You understand? The child looks at the strict mother. I go to class, ma'am. I'll go to class. No? So that is only losing your temper on principle and not as passion. When you lose as passion, you lose your balance. You understand? When you lose your temper as an act, then it doesn't affect you. When my Lord got angry, the gods in heaven trembled. Etadichyamyaham shrotum param kautuhalam hime maharshetvam samarthosi jnatum evam vidam naram. You have traveled all over the world, sir. You are a Chiranjeevi, sir. Please tell me. Widely traveled, widely known, knowledgeable person, very eloquent person, very close to the Lord. Just as Vyasa asked Naradji to tell him what is the cause for depression, you have Valmiki asking the great man called Narada, what is the definition of the ideal man and who is it? Is there an ideal man? Have I not told you? In all great works of literature, a human being is idealized. A human being is deified. Most of the heroes whom we see in movies, they're like God, And that's why people say, you're like God, sir, you're like God. Most heroes are deified. In the Ramayana, a God is humanized. That's my definition. It was a phrase I got 30 years back, and I continue to use this immortal phrase. A God is humanized. I have nothing against Krishna. He is staring at me, asking me, why do you prefer my Rama than your Krishna? That's because Krishna you could carry in your arms. Krishna you could dance with, sing with. But Krishna did not face the problems that Rama faced. That is why I said in the Ramayana, you have human problems with superhuman solutions. Very strange. As soon as the sutra appeared before me, the whole of the Ramayana fell in place. I said, how am I going to say this now? You give me the sutra, but not the elaboration. What is the first problem? Infertility in Ayodhya. A common problem. There are so many couples who are waiting for children and they're not having it. This is a king's problem. Because it's a king's problem, it becomes a national problem. Nasit Vamshakara Sutha. According to Hinduism, a child is not the product of lust, but a gift of grace. That is why when we get married, we say for dharma, artha, kama, moksha, I hold your hand. So all because you want the family to be perpetuated. Nasit vamshakara sutaha. Forgive me, but modern children are so impudent. They say we don't want children, or they say we are going to have a child, we are planning a child. I said, Goli maro tumko. How can you plan a child? Pray for a child. Have the humility to pray for a child. You understand? Janma and Mrityu are in the hands of the divine. Please remember. Nasit Vamshakara Sutaha. This is a human problem. He sits in the court, great King Dashratha, and tells his ministers. For them, it's a national problem. He is becoming old. There is no heir to the kingdom, nobody to take over. You need the second one in the kingdom to take over. It is then he's asking, what shall we do? They come out with a solution, and the solution is superhuman. What is the solution? We must have Putra Kameshti Yaka. You understand? Human problem, superhuman solution. The Putra Kameshti cannot be performed by an ordinary person. It has to be performed by Rishi Shringa. Again, a superhuman being who is not given to ordinary lust, who doesn't run after women. He has self-control. When women meet him, he says, Rishijis, Rishijis, from which ashram do you come? And those courtesans, voluptuous courtesans who are sent to seduce him, they pity him and say, what a lovely person he is. That is the type of man Rishi Shringa is. Rishi Shringa is getting married to one of the daughters of King Dashratha. Her name is Shanta. And after that, he performs the yajna. The yajna is Putra Kameshti yajna. When a yajna is performed, what does it mean? The gods are propitiated. When the gods are propitiated, naturally, they shower blessings. As all this preparation, superhuman solutions are being carried out, the gods in heaven go to the Lord and tell him, Narayana, there's a fellow called Ravana. He is causing havoc in the world. We don't know what to do. Vadartham tasya bhagavan upayam kartum arhasi. आपने अवतार लिया प्रभु, आपने अवतार लिया, जब जब पुण्य घटता गया और पाप यूं ही बढ़ता गया. So that is the man called Rakshasa. He is known as Ravana. The Lord says, don't worry, I will not only destroy him, saputra, pautram, samatyam, samitra, jnati, bandhavam. So it's a superhuman solution for a human problem. After which comes the distribution of the payasam. These are things which you will not have in other Ramayanas. Other Ramayanas have other ways of telling the history of Sri Rama. This is the payasam that comes from the yajna, superhuman again. It's a symbol of fertility that is given to the queens. Again, all of us know that people have problems when they have more than one wife. You know, even one wife is terrible to have. You can ask husbands. They'll tell you, you're right, Didi, you're right. To have one wife is terrible. Imagine having two or three and they're quarreling among themselves. What does dharma demand? Dharma demands that the first wife should get the major share of the prasad. That is why he goes to Mother Kausalya and gives us half of it. Kausalyayai narapatihi payasardham dadau tadam. After that, he goes to Kaikeyi. Sorry. He goes to Sumitra. Ardhat ardham dadau chapi sumitrayai naradipaha. Ardha is half. Ardhat ardham is quarter. That is given to Sumitra. Kaikeyi cha vashishtardham dadau putrartha karanat. The next is quarter. Quarter, half of quarter is 1/8. That is given to Kaikeyi. Another 1/8 is remaining. He thinks it over. Let me go back to Sumitra and give it to her. That is why my Guruji used to say Rama, then Lakshmana, then Bharata, then Shatrugna. That is how the prasada was distributed. So that you have Rama and his follower Lakshmana, you have Bharata and his follower Shatrugna. According to Vaishnava philosophy, one is for Bhagavat Kaikarya, one is for Bhagavata Kaikarya. One is for the service of the Lord, and one is for the service of the Lord. You understand? That is how Shatrugna becomes very important. He served the servant of the Lord. You are in a hurry, I am in a hurry, Valmiki is in a hurry. Everybody looks into one chapter in the Saptadasha chapter. 17th chapter, all the children grow up. How do you like it? No CBSE, no NIOS, no exams, no cancellation, no postponement. Absolutely not. All of them graduate. How nice to have all 4 brilliant children. I'm jealous of that old fellow called Dashratha. We don't have one good son. He has 4 great sons, stalwart sons. When I think of them, I cry every time. 35 years I've been doing the Ramayana, but every time I think of these Ayodhya brothers, my head bows down to them. One is greater than the other. One is greater than the other. And why? Today, Udanali Swami was saying, what is the greatness of Rama? Sacrifice. Sacrifice is the main thing. You are not known by your bank balance, you're known by your denial. How much can you give up? I told you, we can't give up our old handkerchief. We are so possessed by our possessions. Here was a whole nation of givers. Rama and Lakshmana and Bharata and Shatrugna, all of them look at wealth as a very temporary possession. They are not possessed by their possessions. They grow up. And when they grow up, again, human problem. When you don't have children, you pray for them. When children come, you pray for their education. And after they grow up, you pray for their wedding. Again, human problem. No? You want your children to get married. That's the next problem. Isn't that a human problem? But there is a superhuman solution for that also. Who comes? Vishwamitra comes. When he is worried, you and I are worried, ordinary people will arrive. But when a great man like the Dharmik, Dashratha is worried, Vishwamitra arrives. And when Vishwamitra arrives, you have the great king telling him, I will give you whatever you want. I always tell my audience, please remember, don't promise more than what you can give. I will give you whatever you want. I want him. Him. Jivatma wants only Paramatma. Vishwamitra does not want to compromise. I want Narayana. I want Sri Rama. Don't ask for him, sir. Don't ask for him. No. I want him. You don't know him. Sometimes our neighbors, sometimes our friends know our children better than we know them. Although we have the parental ego, I know my child. You don't know him. You're too short-sighted to know who your child is. You need the world to tell you who your child is. I know him, and Vasishta, your priest knows him, your Panditji knows him, your Asthana Vidwan knows him. And that is how the Lord goes with the great Vishwamitra, and gods in heaven are knowing that great things are going to happen. And one of the main things that happens is the Uddhara of Ahalya. Human situation, superhuman solution. Don't mistake me. Many married women have affairs. That's a human situation, a human problem. And what happens? The husband divorces. That's all. And the woman is left in the lurch. But then, for a woman like Ahalya, who had a very, very, very small weakness, which became a big sin in her life, to have an affair with a celebrity called Indra. Indra had fun and he's gone. That is a different story. I'm not looking at that part. But this Pativrata fell for a moment. Again, human problem. How many women are not having affairs in the world? Tell me. How many? But is there a superhuman solution? पत्थर भई शाप के कारण मुनि पत्नी बिचारी राम चरण रज जब छुए पाए अपना रूप वो नारी. This was a human problem with a superhuman solution. The Supreme Court forgave her. You understand? And she's purified. Pavitranam pavitram yo mangalanam cha mangalam. And then again a human problem. What is a human problem? My great king, Janaka, has a daughter. All of us who have daughters have one problem. Who will come as the son-in-law? Human problem? But then, no. It was only the Lord who had to come. And when he came, says the Bhagavad, the Ramayana, look at him. The Lord came and broke a bow, a superhuman solution. For a human problem, there is a superhuman solution. Breaking of the bow, breaking of ego. Only the Lord can do it. Only the Lord can marry Lakshmi. Nobody can marry her. She is Lakshmi. And only Narayana can come and marry her. Ordinary fellows may try, but they will miserably fail. There is no doubt about it. The Lord came, and as a small boy, he did something which even big fellows could not do. Again, superhuman solution. And when he was ready to get married, all of us know that the Lord was not willing to get married until he got the permission of his parents. Bhagavata, Ramayana, all teach us sampradaya, respect for tradition. The Lord gets married. How? When the daughter is given in marriage to him, what does the great Janaka say? Iyam Sita mama sutta Sahadharmacharitava Praticha chainam bhadrante Panhim grinhishva panina. Rama, this is my daughter. Her name is Sita. I found her while plowing for a Yagnishala. I found her in a holy place and she struck the plowshare. When I was plowing like a straight line, she is Sita, which means she follows the straight line in life of Dharma. Don't you ever doubt her. She was found in a golden lotus. She is Sita, my daughter. If I am a Karma Yogi, she is also a Karma Yogi. She's not after your wealth, Rama. She's after your guna. She loves your character and she will follow you into the forest. Today, if a husband doesn't get a promotion, the wife says, I have nothing to do with you. I'm going back to my mother's house. Ordinary things make them part. Ordinary things. This lady will follow you into the forest, Rama. She will live on roots and fruits along with you. Sahadharma charitava. Hold her hand. Rama, you will grow because of her. Pratitya chainam bhadrante. May you grow because of my daughter, my worthy daughter whom I give. And remember, she is chaste. No father in the Kalyana Mandapam tells the son-in-law, my daughter is chaste. Pativrata, Mahabhaga, Chaye, Varugata, Sada. Just as the shadow has no choice but to follow the main person, similarly, my daughter will follow you. Don't you ever doubt her, Rama. There will come a time in the Yuddha Kanda when you'll call her names and doubting her, you'll make her go through the ordeal of fire. Let me tell you, she will burn fire. She'll burn fire. That is the power of her chastity. This is already prophecy. Then we come to another human problem. That is in the Ayodhya Kanda. What is the human problem? Inheritance. When you have money, which son shall I give it to? Good one, bad one, first one, second one, my favorite wife's son, or the neglected wife's son, or my eldest born, or my youngest born. Inheritance is a very, very ordinary problem. But what is the solution for it? Only the Lord can give the superhuman solution, my dear listeners. Anywhere, everywhere, the eldest boy has to inherit. That goes without saying. Unless he is a criminal, you can ask the lawyers. Unless he is a criminal or he is mentally challenged, then he doesn't inherit. That is that simple law that we know. What is happening? The Lord is called by the Father, and all arrangements are made. This is something that happens in every home. Uh, you're going to take over my property. It's time. But then, because it's a king's property, a little puja has to be done. You have to make it look like ritual also. So they have certain formalities. It happens in every home. When you have two wives, naturally they are competing with each other for superiority. And who is the favorite wife? The favorite wife is Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi also has a son, human problem. But then, what is the solution? The solution is going to come from Rama. What is the hitch? The two boons. Every man in moments of weakness makes promises. Every man makes promises to the woman he loves. She has saved his life. So he make the promise and said, I give you two boons. But she is very clever. She has got two blank checks. Never give a blank check even to your wife. Sorry, I'm a woman saying this to women. Because she can encash at any time and fill in any amount. You'll be broke at the end of the day. That's how heartbroken our great King Dasharatha is. 14 years of exile, and the same day coronation of Bharata should take place. This is a human solution. But then the Lord comes out with a superhuman solution and says, I give up. I don't want. I am leaving. When he is leaving, his wife is also leaving. We don't mind her leaving, but the brother is also leaving. Are these not superhuman solutions? Because one Tyagi is followed by another Tyagi. Bhogis are followed by Bhogis and Tyagis are followed by Tyagis. Tyaga is also infectious. The Lord goes into the forest saying, Satyameva Ishvaro Loke, Satye Prajna Pratishtita. I stand for Satya. And to me, Satya is more important than anything else. My father's word is my father's word. And his word I have to keep. There he goes. And all of us know they crossed the river with Guha. Guha is another bhakta. The whole of the Ramayana, I say, has a galaxy of bhaktas. Has a galaxy of bhaktas. One is greater than the other. And all Ram bhaktas. All of them standing in one row, one line, one file, you can call them. A file of bhaktas. Guha says, I heard that you have been driven out of the kingdom against the law of primogeniture. My kingdom is there, Rama. Enter it. Become the king. The Lord says, thank you. I enter no kingdom. I say 14 years means 14 years. Some of us go overseas and break all our vratas. No? Whether it is Ekadashi vrata, whether it is Pradosha vrata, whether it's Somavara vrata, it is Navaratri vrata, oh, it's overseas. No, it's okay. Compromise. No. Here, there, everywhere, it is superhuman solution. Naiya chali, hoy hoy naiya chali, naiya chali, Ram ki naiya chali. एक ही नाव में दो दो खिवैया, एक का नाम निषाद पति और दूजे का नाम है राम रमैया. नैया चली होए होए नैया चली. हो लकड़ी की नाव में बैठे हैं गुह जी, त्रिलोक नाव बनाए रमैया. गोह कहे मेरी कभी पतवार छूट जाए, गोह कहे मेरी कभी पतवार छूट जाए, तेरी कभी नहीं छूटे राम रमैया, नैया चली होए नैया चली, नैया चली होए नैया चली. How do you like the song? When I was doing Ramayana for the first time in Hindi at Calcutta, I got this song. There's only one boatman, Kaivartaka Keshava. Across the sea of life, only he takes us. Only he takes us. My dear listeners, there's a great meeting between the brothers. Whenever there is problem of inheritance, the brothers meet in lawyers' court, no? Lawyers' chambers. And somebody has to sort it out. The Lord says, no need to sort it out. I will sort it out myself. You are going back to the kingdom and ruling. I have given my word, I have to keep my word. There you have Bharata saying, you have your superhuman solution. I also have a superhuman solution. I will not enter the kingdom. I will not enjoy what you are not enjoying. I will also wear bark garments and eat roots and fruits. 14 years I'll remain with matted hair and bark garments. I will not enjoy what you don't enjoy. This is a superhuman solution, isn't it? From a younger brother. Tyaga, tyaga, tyaga. It is tyaga which makes you great. And for 14 years, a pair of sandals is going to rule Ayodhya, my dear listeners. I call them the satellite. The satellite through which Sri Rama is communicated. Sri Rama sends his messages and Bharata rules the kingdom. Jai Ho Ramji, Jai Ho. You must be wondering when I'll finish the katha. My dear listeners, after the Lord has gone into the forest and given his Paduka away, something happens. There is a possibility of the Lord living in the forest and coming back happily. No, no. A climax has to be reached now. All of us know that in Panchavati they're going to remain happily. Nice holiday. Lakshmana serving them day and night. If you have a full-time servant, there can't be a greater luxury than that. And so Lakshmana is an all-round servant. He is an architect. He is a bodyguard. He is a brother-in-law. He gathers fruits and roots, everything. If you have one like him, then why would you not love a forest life? Forest life has become like palace life for them. But then, again a problem has come. And the problem is Shurpanakha. Shurpanakha comes as a symbol of lust. When a couple are leading a happy life, sometimes an intruder comes to disrupt their life. This is a human problem. You know, if you have a handsome husband, be careful. If you have an attractive wife, be careful. If both of you are not attractive, you have no problems at all. But if you have a handsome husband, you will always have problems. You know, the Lord is how handsome, my master. He makes men go crazy. Then what about women? She sees him. What is she? Her family is a family of lust. If Ayodhya stands for dharma, Lanka stands for lust. You understand? She comes from a family of lust. It runs in the blood. Brother, sister, all of them have lust in the blood. Oh God, you are so handsome, she's telling the Lord. First time my Lord is embarrassed. He's not embarrassed by enemies, only by women like her. She says, I love you so much and I want to marry you. Not only that, I'll take you on a honeymoon. We'll fly everywhere. Both Lakshmana and Mother Sita are having a good laugh. Why? Because for the first time, the Lord is embarrassed. They're enjoying it. You know, he's a hero. He's never been. He's looking here, there. What does this woman mean? Nobody has attacked me like this. No. But he, for the first time, my master relaxes and he says, Woman, woman, I haven't seen a person like you. You can't. She has a pot belly. She's got copper wire hair standing up like this. And she's got eyes. One looks east, one looks west. What loveliness, you can imagine. Portrayal of lust. You understand? Portrayal of lust. Ugly portrayal of lust. Lust cannot be beautiful. That's what it means. Symbolic way of portraying lust. You're very beautiful and you're very sensitive. You're very delicate. She's anything but all this. But the Lord knows how to be chivalrous. He says, you do one thing. In the same Gotra, you have my brother, equally handsome. Lakshmana gives him one bold stare. You, elder brother, letting me down so badly? And Mother Sita is chuckling. She's so happy that for the first time the brothers are disagreeing with each other. Then she goes to him and he says, look here, lady, I am not a servant. I am a slave. And when one is a slave, one doesn't even have a weekend off. So I can't take you for a movie. I can't take you to a hotel. I can't take you for picnic. I can't give you a holiday 24/7. I have to serve this master. In our country, a king can marry many times. Go back to him. What does this symbolize? Lust will always change partners. Love will never change partners. If a person is lustful, he or she will have as many affairs as possible. It does not matter with A, B, C. But in love, you are true to only one person. She goes to Lakshmana, she comes to Rama. She comes to Rama, she goes to Lakshmana. Finally, she wants to attack Mother Sita, and Lakshmana is asked to cut off her nose and ear. Ear is Shruti, Veda. Naka is heaven. Gates to heaven and Veda, Vedic insight are all cut off for her. She goes to Ravana and complains. My dear listeners, that is where the entire story takes a different turn. How does it? I hope I can go on till 8:30. Can I? Is it okay? Can I go on till 8:30? Oh, thank you. When we come to Lanka, you see a man of great power, opulence, splendor, not with one head but 10 heads, 10-headed arrogance and power. One head which is heady is enough. He sits on the throne and he looks at his sister. Oh God, my sister has been insulted. She is not bothered about the insult. She wants to incite lust in him. Because I told you, the blood group is a lustful blood group. She says, brother, I have met a beautiful woman. This is where the sly mind works. Whenever you can't take the highway, you take the shortcut, the wrong way. Opposite of highway is wrong way. You understand? She takes the wrong way. She wants to incite lust in him. Oh yes, he says, if she's so beautiful, then I must go. But he wants to find a way. A little drama is enacted. He goes to his uncle. His uncle's name is Maricha. Earlier, when the Lord left with Vishwamitra, he went to protect the yajna of Vishwamitra from the demons. There was a woman called Tataka who had the power of 1,000 elephants. The Lord killed her. Then he shot an arrow in the back of Maricha. Maricha ran with the arrow, came back home. Till today, he feels the pain of the arrow. That was when Rama was a boy. Now Rama is an adult. So when Maricha is asked, will you please go and entice Rama? Maricha says, anything else I'll do, except this bad job. It's impossible because Rama is not a human being. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma. He is the embodiment of Dharma. I can't kill an embodiment of Dharma. He is one who cannot be killed because he's an embodiment, he's a concept. A person can be killed, but not a concept. Vrikshe, vrikshe cha pashyami, Chira Krishna Jinambaram. I see Rama in every tree. I cannot kill him. But then the drama has to be enacted. It is enacted. And then you have Ravana coming to kidnap Mother Sita when the little deer entices Sri Rama and takes him away. In life also, we are enticed by something which is golden, something which is shining, attractive. She pretends to fall for it because only then the drama can be enacted. And when the Lord goes away, even Viveka called Lakshmana is sent away because she chides him. It is Ravana in the form of lust who comes and takes away Mother Sita. Again, a very normal situation. In all our movies, the heroine is kidnapped by the villain. It started with Ravana. And what is the rest of the story after intermission? Looking for the heroine. That is all. You understand the drama? But then, please remember, this is a human problem with a superhuman solution because Hanumanji intervenes. Hanumanji is the ambassador of grace. He is the ambassador of grace. Only when such a person comes into the drama, you find the drama becomes dharmic. Sundarakanda has already introduced Sugriva's friendship with the Lord. Again, Sugriva's problem is a very human problem. Brothers quarreling with brothers. One powerful brother getting rid of the less powerful brother. But then what is the solution? Friendship of Sri Rama. That is the superhuman solution. Everywhere you find a human problem and a superhuman solution. To have Rama as your friend, what more do you need? कपि सुग्रीव की बात बताए, हनुमन रघुवर को मन भाए, रामानुज कपिराज दिलाए, जनक सुता थी पानी, जनक सुता थी पानी. The Sundarakanda is an allegory with a very deep meaning. Sri Rama is Dharma and Mother Sita is Kripa, grace. We have to go in search of grace. And grace is caught in the web of the demon. The demon has caught her. And only a great guru like Hanumanji can cross the ocean, cross all obstacles, sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, and perform a superhuman feat of crossing the ocean, going over to Lanka and meeting her. When he meets her, all of us know there is so much of humility in him, my dear listeners. There is no doubt that throughout the Ramayana, we are impressed by the humility of Hanumanji. He is telling her, Mother, first he has depression for a time, for a while when he can't find her. Then he prays. And after he prays, he comes to see her sitting there full of sorrow. And he comes to listen to the lustful language of Ravana. He's hurt by that. And then he's impressed by her chastity. Again, when she's left alone and all the Rakshasis are sleeping, you have Hanumanji telling her, Mother, I have brought a message from Sri Rama for you. Vanaroham Mahabhage Duto Ramasya Dhimatah Ramanamaankitam Chedam Pashya Devi Anguliyakam. I come as an authentic messenger of Sri Rama. Accept this. This is the signet ring given by Rama. And you'll recognize me as an authentic messenger because of this. For a human problem, there is a superhuman solution. He sets fire to Lanka, comes back to tell her, goes away. And as he goes back to Sri Rama, the Lord embraces him. Why? Because he has performed a superhuman feat with the help of Sugriva, he searches far and wide and comes to know that Ravana has carried Mother Sita in this direction. Jatayu is on the way helping him. Again, two brothers, two bird brothers, vulture brothers, both in the service of Sri Rama, both serving Sri Rama. Superhuman solution. There is no doubt about it. They are pointers, they are the GPS. They tell this is the way she's gone. And there you have the Lord now building a bridge. The NASA photography will tell you how the bridge was built by the Lord and the Vanaras together. The Lord goes over to Lanka. Meantime, you have Vibhishana coming over to the Lord. Every home has two or three brothers. When they have two or three brothers, one is aggressive, one is neutral, the third is very virtuous. Among the three, there's always a quarrel, a clash between the very virtuous and the very aggressive. Vivishana stands for Sattva. Sattva cannot tolerate adharma. How can my brother think of getting Mother Sita as his wife? She is a pativrata. He can't do this, and it's not good for the country. According to political science, the leader should not harm the country. The leader should think of the people, by the people, for the people. By your behavior or misbehavior, elder brother, the entire nation is going to lose itself. He is not bothered because lust doesn't listen to anybody. Vibhishana decides. Again, human problem, superhuman solution. What is the solution? Going to God. That is not a human solution. It is not given to everybody. Sharanagati is not every man's privilege, my dear. Sharanagati comes to one in a million. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabha tyaktva putram cha daram cha raghavam sharanam gataha. I've come all the way, Sugriva. I've given up my children, my wife, my property, I have cut off my relationship with the Lanka family. I have come to Raghava because this is the Raghuvamsha, which will never abandon anybody who comes on Sharanagati. Go and tell him. What do I tell him? That, that I have come. Who are you? I'm the younger brother of Ravana. Total disqualification for entry. You're an enemy's brother. No. Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Raghavaya Mahatmane. He's a Mahatma. And a Mahatma doesn't look at the world as you are looking at it. You have a human solution. He has a superhuman solution. Tell him Vibhishana has come. Tell him Vibhishana has come. When Shurpanaka enters upon the scene, she gave a family history. My eldest brother is known as Ravana. He makes the gods in heaven tremble. My second brother is known as Kumbhakarna. He sleeps and gets up to eat and eats and goes back to sleep. My third brother, I don't know how he was born in our family. His blood group is different. Teetotaler, vegetarian, doing puja every day. Vibhishanastu dharmatma, natu rakshasa cheshtitaha. Just imagine. That day, Sri Rama told Lakshmana, he is the one who is waiting for me. If he doesn't come to me, I go to him, Lakshmana. My wife and I played this drama so that the demon can carry her to Lanka and I can follow her to Lanka, kill Ravana, get back the kingdom for Vibhishana. That Vibhishana is waiting for me. Bahunam janmanamante manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatavam siddhanam kaschinvam veti tatvataha. Two people I admire. One is Prahlada, who was the son of a demon, but he was devoted to Narayana. The other is Vibhishana, the brother of a demon, but devoted to Rama. In spite of their family background, they were both devoted to the Lord. We bow down to them, my dear listeners, we bow down to them. The Lord has a fierce battle with Lankeshwara. And then, more than anything, there's a fierce battle between Lakshmana and Indrajit. Nobody can forget that battle. Lakshmana and Indrajit are equal to each other. But as I told you earlier, we cannot have a tie in war. In war, either one should win and the other should be defeated, or one should be killed and the other should survive. It is at that time that Lakshmana wonders, why am I not able to conquer Indrajit? He prays. Prayer is, prayer is an antidote for every problem, my dear listeners. Superhuman solution. We quarrel with our competitors. We compete with them. We try to find corporate strategies to win. But here is a supernatural strategy. What is the strategy? Dharmatma satyasandhasya Ramo dasharathiryadi paurushecha apratidvandvaha sharainam jahiravanim. My arrow, let it go and kill the son of Ravana. If my brother is a Dharmatma, if I believe in him as a Dharmatma and is the true son of Dasharatha, let my arrow go and kill him. It is then that the killing of Indrajit takes place. There was an article in the Gita press once when the editor said, the widow of Indrajit comes and challenges Lakshmana and says, Lakshmanji, don't think you won. Your dharma won. Our family is the family of Ravana. Your family is the family of Rama. You have dharma in your blood. We have lust in our blood. It is the victory of dharma over lust, not Lakshmana over Indrajit. That's the time we understand that here is a superhuman solution to a human problem. Finally, we come to the fire ordeal where people are likely to speak ill, whenever a woman is kidnapped and is missing from the husband's house for a long time. Neighbors talk about her. This is natural. This is natural. God knows what happened. God knows means anything could have happened. The Lord gives a superhuman solution by making her enter fire. And fire God says, don't ask her to burn me, Rama. She's pure. She's pure. I can't bear the fire of her chastity. My Lord takes her, comes back in the Pushpaka Vimana to give you the lighter side of life. Suddenly, there is a crash landing in Kishkinda. Why? Because the Vanaras say, we want Mrs. Vanaras also to come. Imagine, having the Vanaras itself is bad enough. Imagine the Mrs. Vanaras and the little Vanaras. They must be real brats, no? Whenever your child misbehaves, you say, don't behave like a big monkey. It's a common phrase. Imagine how monkeys will behave. My master always used to make us children laugh. Imagine all of them in one big Pushpak Vimana arriving. But now comes a solution, a master solution at the end, climax. When the Lord calls Hanumanji from Bharadwaj Ashrama, Hanuman, yes, Swami, please go to Nandigrama. My brother is ruling there. If you find him attached to the kingdom, just say hi and then bye. What did you say, my Lord? If you find Bharata attached to the system, to the kingdom, come back saying you just came as a visitor. Stop it, Swami. Stop it. I can't imagine Ayodhya's brothers being like this. Hanumanji wants to see the other two brothers. Already he has met brothers like Ravana Kumbhakarna. He has met brothers like Vali and Sugriva. He wants to meet the Ayodhya brothers. When he comes flying, what does he see? Jatilam Maladigdhangam. Sri Rama, Sri Rama, you have not arrived. 14 years are over. I won't even see you. I don't mind dying. As per my promise, I'm going to fall into the fire. But I'll fall into the fire without seeing you. No, says Hanumanji. He is already at Bharadwaja's ashram and sends good wishes to you. Bharata faints in joy and says exactly what Mother Sita says when she sees Hanumanji. Kalyani Vatagateyam Laukiki Pratibhati Vayeti Jivantam Anandam Naram Varsha Shatatapi. You, Listeners, listen to this line from the Ramayana. Positive energy. Pandemic will be over. We will come out of it. God will guide us. God will cure us. Even if we have to live for 100 years, says the Ramayana, your dharmic desire will be fulfilled. Let us all pray our dharmic desire to be fulfilled. And where is he? What happened? The entire scenario is placed before Bharatji by Hanumanji. The Lord comes. The two sandals are placed back in the feet of the Lord, and everybody is very happy. The Lord has returned to Ayodhya. My dear listeners, lighter side of life. You know how difficult it is to manage one monkey. So many lady monkeys were there, female monkeys. According to my Guruji, I don't know where he found this detail. Mother Kausalya plaited the hair of every Vanari and made her wear flowers. Why? Because each Vanari had sent her husband in the service of Sri Rama. Please clap for that. You understand? Honoring womanhood, even if it's a monkey. You understand? That was my master's way of interpreting, movingly interpreting the Ramayana. We come to the last part. Who makes arrangement for the coronation? It is Shatrughna. My dear listeners, Shatrughna. When Shatrughna calls all the rishis and tells them, please get all the holy waters and we will consecrate our great master, Sri Rama. Brahmana nirmitam purvam kiritam ratnashobhitam abhishikta purayena manustam deepta tejasam kiritena tatapachat vasishtena mahatmana. Clap your hands. The Lord is now crowned. रघुवंश नायक बैठे हैं रघुवंश सिंहासन पे आज साथ बिराजे जानकी और सर पे है इक्ष्वाकु ताज रघुवंश नायक बैठे हैं रघुवंश सिंहासन पे आज. It is at this time that you have Vayudeva bringing a beautiful necklace, and that necklace is given to the Lord. My master tells Mother Sita, give it to someone. Pradehi subhageharam yasya tushtasi bhamini tejo dhritir yashodaksham samarthyam vinayo nayaha. Give it to somebody who has got all these qualities. For your information, neither Sugriva nor Bharata, not even Lakshmana gets this honor which Hanumanji gets. It is Hanumanji who is given this honor. And Hanumanji sits at the foot of the Lord, says the Ramayana. Whoever reads the Ramayana, it is said, he will have the knowledge of a dharmic Lord ruling Ayodhya and leading the people from dharma to dharma. All of us know that the Lord ruled for several years and everyone in the Ramarajya was happy. We are also waiting for such a beautiful Ramarajya in our country also. We'll also see golden days and a golden age. What is the result of listening to the Ramayana? Kutumba vriddhim dhanadhanya vriddhim triyascha mukhya sukhamuttamam cha shrutva shubham kavyamidam mahartham prapnoti sarvam bhuvishartha siddhim. People who listen to the Ramayana will have progeny. If they don't have children, they'll have children at home. Dhanadhanya vriddhim, they'll have prosperity. And women will gain importance. Triyascha mukhya. Shutva shubham kavyamidam mahartham prapnoti sarvam bhuvi chartha siddhim. They'll have great prosperity in this world. Ayushyam, long life. Arogyakaram, good health. Yashasyam, fame. Saubratrakam, brothers will not quarrel with brothers. Buddhikaram, shubham cha, you'll have the right mentality. Shrotavyametat, niyamena sadbihi. You should listen to to the Ramayana with great bhakti and shraddha. Akhyanamo jaskaram vriddhi kamaihi. If you want to grow, if you want to grow in prosperity and in great luster, then you should listen to the Ramayana. And please remember, when Ramayana is read, Sarve Pitra, Pitarascha Sarve Tushyanti Grahanat Shravanat Tatha. Those who listen to the Ramayana, their Pitras are happy in heaven. Ramayanastu Shravanatu Tushyanti Pitaras Tatha. Everybody will be happy, Devatas will be happy. Long back, my master used to give us a great lesson about the Ramayana. On a mountain top, Samarth Ramdarji was writing the Ramayana. And as he was writing the Ramayana, there was a very inquisitive man sitting behind him and all the time provoking. Yes, go on. You're perfectly right. That's what happened. When you're writing something creative, you don't want to look back and lose your temper. He didn't want to look back and lose his temper. Went on and on. When he came to Sundarakanda, when Mother Sita is seen by Hanumanji, Samarth Ramdas wrote, he was very angry with Ravana, who was abusing her in bad language. And he said, my Hanumanji's eyes were red with anger, he wrote. The man at the back said, no, white with rage. Next step. Red with anger, white with rage. Now, Samarth Ramdas could not bear it anymore. He said, sir, I have tolerated you for very long. I still don't know who you are. I didn't want to lose my temper while creating a great work. Please tell me, how do you know it was white with rage? He said, because I was there. And who are you? I'm Hanumanji. How can I believe you're Hanumanji? Wait. I'll call Ramji. And he calls Ramji. How do I know you're Ramji? I'll call Sita. So Sita Ma came. How do I know you are Sita Ma? Sita said, I'll call Lakshman. And then how do I know you're Lakshman? Lakshman called. Bharatji. Bharatji called. Shatrugnaji. Shatrugni called. Vasishtaji. Vasishtaji called. Bibhishanji. Bibhishanji called. Sugrivji. And then Samarth Ramdas said, I knew from the beginning that you were Hanuman. Hanumanji says, for once I'm defeated. How did you know that I was Hanuman? How could I write the Ramayana if you are not sitting behind me, sir? How could I do it? Human problems, superhuman solutions. My dear listeners, may Sri Rama, the Darbar of Sri Rama, grant you all your dharmic desires. Please bless me. As long as I live, let me carry the name of Rama and Shama all my life. Something very strange happened. I was initiated long back by Satya Pramoda Tirtha, Guru Guru of Uttaradimat. His guru was Satya Dhyana Tirtharu of Uttaradimat. Just before coming for the Katha, I was looking at Sri Rama and asking him, are you coming to listen to the Katha, Sri Ram? Are you coming to listen to the Katha? And you'll be surprised. My cousin and devoted listener of the Katha, Sri Guru Raj Rao of Dubai, sends me a picture of Satya Dhyana Tirtha doing puja of Sri Rama, 100 years old picture. My Guru's Guru, I don't know, of all days, 5-10 minutes before I walk into the studio, I get this picture. You understand how the elders are blessing? How do they bless? Zoom. Don't think this is Zoom. This is God's will that we should do Katha like this. I pray that all of you should benefit by the Sri Ram Katha, which I have tried to summarize. Very difficult to summarize 24,000 verses, but I gave you the highlights. Gems are gems. Collect them in your lap and be enriched thereafter. सीताराम बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम 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 बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम 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 बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम बोलो सीताराम सीताराम मंगलम कोसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मंगलम.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Didi.
Jai Shri Ram, Amma ji.
Thank you,
Jai
Amma.
Shri Krishna. Thank you.
Pranam, Didi. Pranam.
Ram, Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram, Didi. Jai Shri.
Superb katha, Amma. Superb katha.
Thank you so much.
Jai Shri Krishna, Amma. Shri Ram.
Thank you.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
Both.
जय श्री
Jai Sri Ram.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
We will have the regular katha from tomorrow, Amma.
No, Monday. From Sunday.
26th, next Monday evening, 7 to 7:45, Uddhav Gita continues.
थैंक यू. जय श्री कृष्ण.
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna.